Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Mervyn Price, your co-host, along here with
Michael Yorba.
And our guest today is Nick Fairless. He's owner of a company called Door Devil, and he developed a product out of necessity. Welcome back, Nick.
Thanks very much.
I know Michael's got a load of questions because in the period just now we're discussing this product. Michael.
All right. I wanted to get back into, you were talking about the three major points of failure on doors. Let's pick up where we left off from there and move forward to milestones in the company and things that you want to do in the future with your company.
Sure. So from a weak point perspective, you've got two critical weak points that you need to address. Every homeowner needs to address on the door frame itself. And that's the deadbolt where it goes into the door frame, and you've got less than 1 inch of soft wood that gets blown out by the bad guy when he kicks the door. And the second weak point is the area in and around the door where the deadbolt hardware is installed. And that also is a weak point. So with every door kick, it's an estimated 500 to 1,000 pounds of pressure that's exerted on the door. So if you only install or reinforce one of those weak points, what immediately happens is the rest of that, or the bulk of that force transfers to the other point, and the other point will fail and allow the door to open and be breached and allow the bad guy in the house. So what's critical is for the homeowner to reinforce both elements, both weak points on the doorway itself, and that's kind of where the snake oil solutions come into play with what you might see at a big box store on the shelf or on an array of products, where they might provide a little bit longer striker plate, or they might provide some longer screws, which is kind of the fallacy also of the longer screw solution, where that's going to increase your door security to a degree, but what it's not going to do is increase the door security to the point where it actually stops the bad guy from actually breaching or making entry into the home. You need to reinforce both of those components so that force isn't transferred from X to Y and allows the other one to blow open. And that's what Door Devil focuses on, is making sure that we reinforce both of those components so that no entry is made.
What plans do you have for the future, Nick? Financial plans, operational plans, product plans for the company. You've started this as a necessity. It's a brilliant product. Tell us where you're going.
Sure. What our long-term objective is to change the consumer's expectation of their home security company, and that is from what it seems to be today is that once the bad guy kicks my door and is left with all of my stuff, make sure to let me and police know that this has occurred. And oh, by the way, if you're able to take a couple high-definition pictures of him taking the TV off of my wall or the guns from my closet, that'd be great also. So that seems to be okay with consumers at this point, that it seems to be an acceptable level of expectation from what their home security provider will provide or will offer them. What we'd like to do is see that change from that to, hey, I pay you $600 a year for absolutely nothing on most days. So when a bad guy does target my home, I need you to do your job, keep him outside, my stuff inside, and my family safe if we happen to be there. So that's our ultimate objective, is to kind of morph that baseline expectation of a consumer's expectation of their home security provider.
Let's talk about market share, growth, and geographical region that you're moving with the company. I mean, are you taking on new investors to help you grow this business, or are you doing it organically?
Combination thereof, and that's where Gilhang Financial has come into play. They were one of the only ones that sat down and listened to the Door Devil story, and I know that I'm nervous and got a high degree of anxiety today, and I'm not conveying myself as well as I have with Gilhang Financial. So I apologize for that. That's just
you're doing a great job, Nick.
Not at all. You're bringing it all out. You're bringing your A game.
I'm fascinated by this. You carry on, Nick.
Yeah, please.
Nevertheless, I appreciate that. But getting back to the Gilhang Financials, they were one of the only ones that sat down and listened to our story, and now they share our vision in partnering with us to take it to the next level. So to answer your question, we're at this point in the game, we're focusing on DFW and attempting to define a recipe that's going to work that we can copy and paste into other cities, and from an advertising perspective, and then move out from there. We've kind of established a beachhead here, and we're going to concentrate the armor and break out, essentially.
So this is really a company that has got international ramifications because everybody has a door.
Absolutely. Kind of one anecdote or one element to the story is that what we're hoping to do is to inject ourselves into the $35 billion a year home security industry, which, for all intents and purposes, right now, all of the alarm companies offer the same set of widgets in their package, whether it be alarm sensors, home security, the monitors and the panels, video to that extent.
I could see this in all of the new housing developments being a prerequisite. We might even help with the insurance rates on that. You know, then when you get a new subdivision goes up, bang.
Yeah, this is spec as part of the overall house.
Yeah. Do your houses have Door Devil? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Salient selling point.
So one interesting thing I'll just follow up with where I was headed, and I apologize. That at this point, you know, since everybody's offering if you were to Google home security, best home securities, Dallas or Indianapolis or Houston, you'd find a list of home security companies, and if you look at the bullet points that attempt to differentiate their product, there really are none. You'll see, because circling back, is that they offer the same set of widgets, sensors, motion detectors, and panels in the products. They can't use those as differentiators, so what they resort to is using product or the contract requirement length or the absence thereof, or monthly monitoring fees to differentiate their products. But those two things are now used by every home security company to try to differentiate them products. So inherently that no longer becomes a differentiator, and it's become kind of boring, and it doesn't resonate with the home consumer any longer. When I did a Dallas search, a lot of them had 24/7 professional monitoring listed as an attempted differentiator, and to me it's kind of an expected fundamental function of the security system, not a differentiator. So what we would like to see is, how about a bullet point instead of 24/7 monitoring? It's the same level of door security protection that was selected by a U.S. Embassy. We feel that would be a lot better differentiator, and the first set of home security companies to pick up on that.
So you're saying really, and I agree with you, that you're providing a product which can effectively convert a hardwood door into the strength of a steel door for your home.
That's right. Fundamentally, that's what we're doing. What we're doing is we're converting a residential wooden door frame into a commercial grade, and I want to be careful legally, but we're upgrading it to the point where it can withstand an estimated 2,000 pounds of force.
You're actually selling safety.
Yeah, for $79 a door.
You're selling safety for $79 a door. That's a great product.
Yeah, and for about $80, you can $80 in about 30 minutes. You can upgrade your doorway security to effectively eliminate the number one method bad guys will attempt to enter your home.
I'm shopping on your site this evening.
All right, Nick. Thanks for being a guest on the show. Appreciate it.
Hey, well, I appreciate your time.
Mine too. All right, Nick Fairless, doordevil.com. You've been listening to Michael Yorba
and Mervyn Price, and Nick came to us courtesy of Gilhelm Financial.
All right. Special thanks to Joe Gilhelm. All right, CEO Money, and we'll be back again with more great content tomorrow. Thank you for joining. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to CEO Money. If you would like to be a guest on our show or know someone who should be on our show, please contact us at info@wfn1.com or our website, wfn1.com. If you would like to reach any of our guests, please visit us at wfn1.com. Join us on Twitter at WFN Live or our Facebook page at WFN Live. We will be back tomorrow with more great interviews and ahead-of-the-curve information you just can't get anywhere else.
CEO Money is sponsored by WF News 1 Incorporated. Views and opinions heard on CEO Money are not necessarily the opinion of this station or its management. Material on this program is intended for general information only and should not be taken as specific investment, tax, or legal advice.